name is Figen Murray. I'm 59 years old and I live in the UK, near Manchester. And I have been working as a psychotherapist for the last 25 years, 24 years maybe. And that all came to a very abrupt halt on the night of the 22nd of May 2017. My son, one of my 5 children, my son who was 29 at the time, went to a music concert in one of the big arenas in Manchester with a lot of his friends, and sadly he never came home because he was killed by the suicide bomber who decided to detonate a nail bomb at the arena, killing 22 people and himself as well in addition. So that's the night my life changed forever. Obviously, I realized very, very quickly that I can't continue my job because I felt I couldn't fully be available for my clients if I can't be 100% emotionally there for them. And a part of me would have always thought, stop complaining, you're still alive. And that doesn't make a good psychotherapist if you have that mindset. So unfortunately, I had to stop working as a therapist. What I do since Martyn has died, in the first year I wasn't able to do anything really because I was grief-stricken terribly. But after the first anniversary, I decided that I want to be part of a more positive narrative. I wanted to do the best I can to combat hate. And the word combat isn't a good one to use because it's sort of fighting. But I wanted to do my best to actually counter any hate that is in the world. I believe in a better world. I believe in the good in people. And I feel that the darkness is something that we can all beat, given the right amount of light that we can shine on it. And I believe that there are more people who are prepared to do that. So I'm seeking out opportunities to particularly talk to young people. I go and visit a lot of secondary schools, I've spoken to thousands and thousands of school children, mainly teenagers, because I believe that they are the adults of the future and they are my hope for a better, more peaceful world. I teach them about kindness and tolerance. I tell them my story, obviously, but I tell them also that I believe that they can make a difference to live in a healthier, safer future with lots of love and peace. And I encourage them very actively not to fear difference, but to embrace it as an enrichment, so that they are not guided by division and rather include each other as in a society where everybody can live happily side by side in a more peaceful world. The organization that you have is actually speaking to me because you have sort of the kind of same idea that I have, and I happily want to be part of that, because hate is something that is universal, but so is love and kindness and tolerance. So, and I think it doesn't matter what nationality we are, what language we speak. I think a smile, an opening of hands is something everybody understands, no matter where on the planet you're from. And that is sort of the legacy I want to leave for Martyn, for my son. I want to do him proud by saying, your death hasn't filled me with hate. Quite the opposite. It made me believe that there is love out there and darkness will never win. I strongly, personally believe that young people I've been feeling very drawn to speak to young people. Even 3 weeks after Martyn died, I thought to myself, when I'm better, when I'm able to speak out, I will go and speak to children at school. I will go and speak to young people. because they're on the cusp of adulthood, and whatever profession they go into, they can make a difference. But more importantly, a lot of them will become future parents, and it's all about spreading better values and you know, adopting a moral mindset that is pro-life, pro-love, pro-tolerance, and anti-hate and anti-division, and that is really crucial for me. We live in a world that's multicultural, and we absolutely mustn't fear each other. We need to embrace each other's differences, and I think young people can do that. So when I go and speak to children at school, I talk to them very often that the only race they really need to worry about is humankind, because really, you know, if you use the word humankind and turn it back to front, it actually turns into kind human. And for me, kindness is just such an important value people should have. It's such a basic, but such an important value. And I want to pass that on to the children I speak to so that they can all actually exercise kindness. In fact, when I do a workshop with school children in particular, I actually make them pledge an act of kindness on a piece of card or paper. And I always take a gift box with me to the schools and then collect all of those in that gift box and pass the gift box to the teachers and say, there you are, there's a whole box of kindness your children have offered, do something constructive with it. And usually schools are doing a really good piece of work afterwards and send me photos. So that's quite nice.